In a peaceful village surrounded by rolling green hills, there lived a man named Samuel. Everyone knew him, but not for the best reason. Samuel had a quick temper. Even the smallest annoyance could ignite his anger, and when it did, he would say hurtful words he didn't truly mean. Because of this, people kept their distance. His neighbors avoided him, and even his own family had grown weary of his outbursts. Deep inside, Samuel never wished to hurt anyone. He always felt guilty afterward, but whenever anger took control, he couldn't stop himself. One day, a wise sage passed through the village, a man known far and wide for helping people find inner peace. A curious crowd gathered to hear his words, hoping to learn something that might help them. Samuel was among them. He was tired of feeling angry and alone. He was ready for change. After the crowd had left, Samuel approached the sage and spoke sincerely. "I lose my temper too easily," he admitted. "I say things I regret later. My family avoids me. I don't want to be like this anymore. Please, can you give me something to break this habit?" The sage listened patiently. Then, without a word, he went inside and returned holding a small glass bottle. "Take this," the sage instructed. "Whenever you feel anger rising, take 3 small sips from this bottle, then remain completely silent for a while. Do this every time you feel upset." Samuel accepted the bottle with gratitude. The very next morning, someone cut in front of him at the bakery. His anger flared instantly. But then he remembered the sage's advice. He reached for the bottle, took 3 slow sips, and stayed quiet. Not a single word escaped his lips. A few minutes later, his anger faded away. He continued this practice daily. Whenever he felt his temper building, he drank from the bottle and remained silent. Slowly, he noticed a change, not only in himself, but in how others treated him. His home became more peaceful, and his family spoke to him with warmth again. After 10 days, the bottle was empty. Samuel went back to the sage, his heart full of gratitude. "Your remedy worked," he said. "Every time I used it, my anger vanished, but now it's gone. May I have more?" The sage smiled gently. "There was no special remedy in that bottle," he revealed. "It was only water." Samuel's eyes widened. "Only water?" "Yes," the sage nodded. "It wasn't the water that changed you. It was the silence. By taking a moment to sip and then staying quiet, you gave yourself time to cool down. That pause made all the difference. When we speak in anger, our words can cut deeper than we intend. Words can't be taken back, but silence gives space for your heart to calm and your mind to clear. In that space lies real strength, the strength to respond with wisdom instead of rage. That is where true change begins. From that day on, Samuel no longer needed the bottle. He had discovered the power of pausing and self-control. Whenever anger rose, he simply held his silence and let the moment pass. His words became kinder, his heart lighter, and his life far more peaceful. Moral of the story: anger can push us to say or do things we'll regret. But if we allow ourselves just a few seconds of silence, enough to breathe and think, we can avoid hurting others and ourselves. That pause is not weakness. It is our greatest strength. With practice, those few seconds of calm can build stronger relationships, reduce regrets, and bring a more peaceful life. In the end, it's not about never feeling anger. It's about learning how to master it. If this story touched your heart, remember to share it with someone who needs a moment of calm in their life. And don't forget, sometimes the most powerful words are the ones we choose not to say.